you looked me up and down, and your brain told you a lot about me. You could see that I'm a young female, that I have blonde hair. Your brain looked for patterns and pulled up information from your past experiences, and you put me in a box. You could probably tell what I do for a living, where I grew up, my age, maybe what my personality's like, where I shop, possibly, and those first impressions and that invisible box, it's gonna affect how you view me. So, a lot of times we actually put people in a box, and we're correct, but there's a lot of other times when we are actually very much mistaken. So there's a lot of issues with that box placement pattern, but before we get started about that, I want to tell you a little more about myself. As a child, I grew up in Russia, and I moved here when I was 10 years old, and I struggled a lot with making friends. In school, it was really difficult for me to find a place where I was accepted. And I didn't speak English when I moved here, and I was really shy, very, very quiet. And eventually, I noticed that there were a number of people who probably felt really bad for me and really sorry for me. So they kind of accepted me, and I became a part of their little clique. So looking back on pictures, I could see clearly exactly when I was hanging out with the cheerleaders and wearing hot pink every single day, when I was hanging out with the hippies in school and wearing bell-bottoms, and exactly when I actually decided to try out the everything black and wear black eyeliner and even black lipstick. That was not a good look for me. I kept testing that image that I portrayed and noticed, even as an adult, that people treated you and treated me based on the box and based on the appearance that I portrayed. So my body language, how I carried myself was not only affecting how people viewed me, but it actually affected how I viewed myself. When I was 22, I was in charge of a team at a home builder company, construction company, and almost every single day people would come to the office and ask if my dad was there, because I wore jeans and a hoodie most of the days, and they didn't take me seriously. At 24, I decided that I wanted to change things up a little bit. I wanted to be taken more seriously, so I dyed my hair dark brown, got fake glasses, and got a couple of business suits, got a job at an architect firm, and clients took me seriously, and they actually treated me like I ran the company, which boosted my confidence a lot, and I noticed that I actually carried myself with more confidence, and that invisible box, I was placing myself into that same box that others were placing me in. So that inspired me to actually start a company, and I now help people fine-tune their image and how they present themselves to the world. I am a dating coach, so I help people with a lot of different areas in their life, but we always start by challenging that invisible box. Being aware of that box is really powerful. We always look at how people are treated, how they're portrayed, and realizing that we're in full control of the message that we send to the world. We can use body language techniques to come across more in charge, more in control. If you realize that maybe, like myself, for example, when I'm in deep thought, I actually make a really angry face. So being more aware of that actually helps me. And putting on a confident outfit makes you come across more presentable and people treat you differently. So what I want to challenge everyone to do is look yourself in the mirror and look at the image that you are portraying to the world. And if it's not the person, if it's not the message that you want to send, you can change it. You are the movie star in your own movie. You can reinvent yourself daily and make sure that the message that you want to send to the world is clearly portrayed through your outer appearance and your body language. So reinvent that box. Put on a different box and walk outside and see what happens. Thank you.